Hi, I'm Rashid Ogunlari, coach, speaker and co-founder of EvolvedHeart.com. I want to talk today a little bit about impact and legacy. Two small things there, but these are very important, and lots of people do give this a lot of thought or consideration, or they're saying, I want to have an impact, I want to do this, I want to do that. For me, legacy isn't something that's left when you've gone. It's actually about what it is that you create whilst you're here, and what it is that you do and what you contribute whilst you're actually here. Today, right now, in this particular moment. And that can often be a useful way to realise what impact that we do have. And I want to ask you that question: what impact are you having on the people you meet, the people you know, the work that you do? How is it you're meeting yourself? How is it you're treating yourself? How is it you're meeting others? How are you treating others? Your friends, your family, your colleagues, your boss, your staff, your neighbours. Do you meet yourself, life, others with an open mind? Do you meet yourself, life and others with a closed mind? All these things relate to impact and legacy. We often forget that a single word that's said to somebody from heart can change somebody's life. I want you to stop and I want you to think about the impact that people have had in your life. I want you to first of all stop and think about the people who've had a really positive impact in your life. Go way back. Who are the people who've had the biggest impact in your life? How is it they've had that impact? Who are the people you've had the biggest impact on their lives? How is it you've had that impact? Very often this thing about impact is far subtler than we might actually think. The power of actually genuinely caring, genuinely connecting, genuinely being present with is absolutely potent. It's absolutely off the scale. May well be the case when you've stopped and you've thought on the people who've had an impact in your life. You might think actually it was just a parent who really cared, who really provided a loving environment. You may not have had that. It might have been a friend who really just took a little bit of time for you. It might have been just one person that you met at one particular time who showed you an act of kindness. It's very, very subtle. But it can be very, 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 very profound. And notwithstanding any of that you have had, you have an opportunity every day to have that kind of impact. Notwithstanding whatever's happened, how is it you're going to choose to meet life from today, from now? It's extraordinary. One of the things that I find really, really extraordinary about the work that I do is that sometimes, and it happened again today, that I'm dropped a line by some people who I've met, sometimes very briefly and sometimes very fleetingly, at particular events or talks that I've given, and where we may have just shared a couple of words afterward. And somebody might say to me, you know what, you said blah 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 to me, and you took this particular time, and that's had a real influence on me, and I'm now doing X, Y and Z. And I'm quite stunned. Sometimes I don't even remember the conversation. Sometimes I don't even remember the person. But when I am there with that particular person, it's really important that that person is the most important person in the world. Every person that you meet, at that moment that you meet them, is the most important person in the world. The person you're sat next to, the person who's upstairs, the person you just walked by, the person you're married to, the person that you're working with at the next desk. Person who's come in to ask you a question, person who's come for advice, person you're going to work with or to help, the customer you're going to serve or to call. They are the most important person in the world. If you recognise that, if you realise that, and of course you being you and nurturing you, if you recognise that, then you will have impact far beyond you'll ever know. It will be life-changing. That I guarantee you. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I'm wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.